Hello, mysterious person behind the screen. Fugitive of the Judoon. This one certainly got people talking, didn't it? It's sort of blown up the fandom a little bit, this one, because it contains a lot of twists and turns and surprises and all sorts. And I guess I'm just going to have to get those out of the way initially. So what was first up? Jack's back. Yay, I enjoyed seeing him in this. I do love Captain Jack, and as soon as I heard that American accent over the speaker, I was like, they've done it. They've actually done it. And he turns out, miss me, you right? Yes, I certainly did. It's been a while since we've seen old Jack, and he didn't do much in the story, admittedly. He's literally he could have been any stock character, really, but it was just fan service. But that's okay, I don't mind. I'm a fan, and I'm being serviced. For want of a better phrase, yes, so Jack's back, that's cool. I hope we see him again. I feel like it's going to be a bit of a waste and proper, like, fan wanky if this is the only time we're going to see him in Series 12 or Jodie Whittaker's era as a whole. I think, let them meet. They'd be great together. Let them meet. And the big one, really, who is the Ruth Doctor? Is she parallel universe? Is she a previous Doctor from before Hartnell? Is she in between incarnations like the War Doctor was? Is she a future incarnation that somehow has regressed and forgot about Jodie and forgot about the Sonic and stuff? It's anything could happen. When it happened, I thought, geez, like, it wasn't actually that reveal that made me go, what the hell is going on? It was when the 13th Doctor was digging in the ground and she just wipes that bit of dirt away and you see police public call box. That bit, I was like, what the hell is... Reminded me of the bit in Cold Blood when the 11th Doctor finds the bit of the TARDIS in the crack. That, like, gave me chills just seeing that image. And then obviously it's revealed that Ruth... was a Time Lord in disguise, used the Chameleon Arch to turn herself human and hide on Earth. Why is she, there's so many questions. My theory, and I know people are gonna, my theory is, and I know that Chris Chibnall has said this, that it's not the case, but, I'm not rule one, Chibnall lies, I'm taking that with a pinch of salt. I think that this is an alternate universe Doctor who is she's the first Doctor in her universe, and I think that because there's no logical place that you can put this within the canon without retconning something, and I think Chibnall's very aware of the continuity. She pre-Hartnell. Well, why does she have the police box then? Because that got stuck in an unearthly child. In between Triton and Pertwee, maybe, but she doesn't recognise the sonic screwdriver, and I know a lot of people can interpret those lines differently, but I took that as she just doesn't recognise that device. In future timeline, maybe, but I think it'll be a bit of a cop-out if they just say, oh, she had her memory erased or something. I wouldn't like that. Alternate universe, for me, seems to make sense. Because the themes of Series 12 so far, being scattered throughout, in the opener, the Doctor said that maybe it was the Master, I'm not sure, but somebody said that the Kasavin were from, quote, a different realm or something to that effect. In Orphan 55, the dystopian Earth was one possible timeline out of many. For me, it would be really cool for the show to say, yeah, look, the multiverse exists. Obviously, we know it exists from, like, the parallel universe in Series 2 and the RTZ era, but wouldn't it be cool if the show just went, no, the multiverse exists and there are multiple Doctors operating around different universes? Because that could open things up so much. You could just have, like, cameos from well-known British actors as the Doctor. Make the Fatal Death Doctors canon. Make the Schalke Doctor canon. Just say he's from another universe. That would be so cool. And I am thinking with my Into the Spider-Verse mind that I love that film, but, I think that would be cool. So the episode itself then, now that I've got the big reveals out of the way, I don't think the wraparound story is as strong as people seem to be saying it is. I think perhaps obviously like people are allowed to feel how they want, but I think perhaps people got swept up in the surprises because I'm not sure. Like for people saying it's the best of the Whittaker so far, I don't. Other than the surprises, I don't see where they're coming from with that. Really, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't up there for me. And I put out a tweet on Twitter actually after this, and I said, "Is this really how people judge whether an episode of Doctor Who is good now?" Because in series 11, people didn't like the fact it was a completely fresh start and no past things were mentioned. I loved that, but people didn't like that, and now suddenly in an episode where we've got so many things from the past, the lone Cyberman, Captain Jack, the Ruth Doctor as a surprise, the Judoon are in it. Now people are suddenly loving it. Like, do people just want to see old things? And obviously, fair enough, if you did, that's perfectly fine, but I'm not sure the whole fandom seems to judge now whether an episode is good depending on whether or not it has enough callbacks to the past, which I don't think is a way to judge episode. I mean, you're allowed to enjoy, I if you genuinely enjoyed the episode and it wasn't because of all that, great. Genuinely, I'm happy for you. But yeah, I don't know. It is weird. It's been quite revealing actually as to what people have thought of this. Where to start? There's quite a lot to unpack here, and I don't want to make this video run too long. I enjoyed the character of Ruth, obviously, before she became the Doctor. I really, really like the little subtle hints to her true identity. In her flat, there were hexagonal mirrors, and the windows looked a lot like the TARDIS. Little things like that I love. The Judoon I thought were used really well. The animatronics, oh my god. A few hours before this I watched Sarah Jane, Prisoner of the Judoon. And compared to that, the animatronics in this just look leaps and bounds better. It's just, and I love how the design didn't change at all. Obviously the Judoon captain had a mohawk, but that's minor. But it's just the improved animatronics. They were so lifelike in their expressions, and they got really nuanced expressions out of them. Even if they had that weird bit where they were a bit more expressive than usual with their voice. The Judoon captain, when she got pushed, she goes she just keeps gasping, and I find that funny. But yeah, I think this episode will live or die depending on how things are wrapped up by the finale and how this story arc continues on. I do think this is going to live or die based on that. So maybe I'll reevaluate this later. But, as it is, all the surprises, I'm so excited to see where it goes. I am missing the standalone feel of Series 11. I really loved that was just week after week, Doctor friends turn up, solve a problem, on their way. I loved that. So I'm a bit sad that they're not continuing that. But oh well, pressure from the fans, I guess. But yeah, did you enjoy Fugitive of the Judoon? If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.